Welcome to another edition of Ruggers, and again a nice, good update on the rankings. We had some serious shifts after the fantastic Wildeklawer tournament that we saw this weekend. New number one in the country, Paul Jim.
Yeah, well deserved, eh?
And then just for those people that making the comments about, not, some wild out of the blue statements about what school should be where. This is why we're doing this program, explaining, why the shifts take place. So take note, pay attention, and then it'll all make sense to you.
Yeah, it doesn't help if they pay attention because unfortunately you want to see your school at the top, and that's 100% acceptable. But what we must take into account that this is not a reflection on the performances on Saturday. This is a reflection of the school's performances during the year. And he gets ranked every week on his performance, and that gets added to his performances at the year. On Saturday at the beer tent at Wildeklawer, I explained to the people from Garsfontein, remember, at the end of the year, while Garsfontein are still playing in what's not the Verseker, it's the Noordval competition, all the other schools stopped playing. So then they can earn points or they can lose points. So they can move up from 4th, 5th to 2nd, 3rd, maybe 1st. So that's how it works. It takes the performance on the whole season, not just one day. On the performances at Wildeklawer, Office should be won because they had two very convincing wins, but it doesn't work like that. You've got to work the whole season. And there's complaints that we should limit it to 15 games. No, because if you're playing 22 games, you run as a big risk to lose games as you run a risk to win games and earn points. So that's how we work. Unfortunately, we can't change.
And the ranking system didn't start now. It's been carried over from last year and the year before and the year before in terms to make it fair. Also remember the schools play in their bracket. If you want to earn points, you have to beat a school either 10 positions above you, if I'm correct.
No. If you can beat any school above you, but you can't play a school that's 10 or less, 10 or more points below you. If you play a school that's 20 points or less below you, then you will lose points, either if you win or lose. But we're sitting at a situation now, Paul Jim must now lose 2 games before they even can get threatened by another school. And that's why we stopped, or that's why we brought in the 10-point rule, so that a school at the top can't run away with the rankings and then secure his number one spot for the next 3 or 4 years. The 20 points at the bottom thing, it's for schools that protect their rankings by playing schools that ranked a lot less than them. That's why we take a lock point away for them and force them into the bracket where they play. That's our method. It's mad and everything, but it works. This weekend we had a almost 91% accuracy rate, and I feel that's not too bad.
And it's based on World Rugby's formula as well.
But first Paul Jim, 2nd Grey College, 3rd Paul Boys High. Interesting, if Paul Boys High won against Monash with more than
20 points.
15 points, they would have passed Grey College also. So that's how close it became after Grey College lost. Then Office, they came away with 2 wins from Wildeklawer. And then the big mover at the top 10 was Garsfontein. They had a brilliant win the last day. Great stuff against Paul. So they up to number 5.
Moving up 3 positions.
Yeah, and then Paul dropped because of the loss against Garsfontein to number 6, 7 7 is Monash. Everybody complains Monash didn't look that well and everything. Monash earned their points where they are. They did lose the points for the loss against Wildeklawer. Wildeklawer quite a bit behind Monash. They gained the same points that Monash lost. Wildeklawer must play their games and earn their points. And then number 8 is Bishops. they were the only school at the end of this rankings that were not at the Wildeklawer. That explains the brilliant rugby we saw at Wildeklawer. Then comes Outeniqua at 9 and 10 Oakdale. So that's your top 10, not moving quite a bit here and there, they're moving a little bit. Interesting, the top 50.
Yeah, it was top 50 was out of top 50 Framesby and Kearnsney College at line at number 46.
Yeah, so Framesby dropped out, so all the guys that's complaining it's too volatile. In the top 50 we had one school dropping out and Kearnsney coming in there. Top 100 there was also just one school.
Piet Retief dropping out and Pia Pioneer coming in at number 1. And,
so not that volatile. Okay, and then the nice one I like to look at is the top performing schools. So that's the school that started with 90 points, ended up with 97 points. So they didn't necessarily improve their ranking, but they improved their points that they accumulated during the year. And then the top one is?
Worcester Gymnasium.
Yeah, they've been having a very good year.
Yeah, followed by DHS.
DHS was brilliant at Wildeklawer. Maybe a bit... No, they were not unlucky, but they played a good game, their second game, but yeah, it was just that stretch too far for them.
Yeah, the Anker.
The Anker doing quite well, yeah.
Merensky.
Working very hard. They had a good, what do you call it, Longbow Festival. They just lost to Marlow in their final game. Otherwise, they would have moved up even more in the rankings, yeah.
And then last one, Central, as the top, one of the top.
Yeah, so that's your 5 top performing schools. So that's the schools increasing their position or increasing the points the most over the season. And that's how you approach it. We had a discussion with a guy from Garsfontein, one of the employees of Garsfontein, and he understands the situation. You must play the top schools to be ranked at the top schools. So like Stellenberg, Garsfontein is slowly running out of competitors to increase their rankings. Unfortunately, that's how it is.
Yeah, which makes the planning of matches very critical going ahead for coaches and schools, because if you want to move up, you need to play schools above you. And that's not always possible, but that's...
And that pressure is on all the schools. I mean, we said Office also. Office is going to have a problem. While Paul Gym is having a problem, they can play 8 schools to earn points. Great College, the same situation. Office, I think, has got 12 or 13 schools available to play, and all of their traditional matches, apart from Paul Gym and Great College, won't earn them a point. So, yeah, that's how it is.
Then again, this is the rankings as of today. It changes every week as the matches go ahead. There's some big matches lying ahead, lots of opportunity for schools to improve themselves. Exciting stuff.
Yeah. And if you want to bet money on the school, go to the rankings. We're 91% correct. Enjoy.
Enjoy. Keep well. Cheers.